Welcome to Car Talk. This is not talking about cars. This is talking inside of a car. Today's topic is about the fact that my life is starting to catch up with what I've known in my head for a long time. And I'll preface this with, I'm probably going to sound a little bit arrogant, a-hole, douchey by talking about this. But for much of my life, even when I was a kid, I was kind of realizing in the back of my head that I was going to be destined for some serious, impressive things. And yes, that sounds crazy. Yes, it sounds full of myself. But yes, it's also true. I always kind of thought that. And I've never really said it out loud much until right now, for all of you lovely viewers and listeners of this. But I've always kind of thought that I was destined for greatness. And it seems like some parts of life are starting to catch up with what I've always thought about myself. In a few months, moving into a big house, and that's not everything by any means, but people assess you and judge you based on the house you live in. That's just reality. People are starting to come to ask me for opinions on things that they never used to ask me about opinions on. People are starting to follow me in different channels on here. I think about 33,000 followers now. That's cruising upwards as it goes. I'm starting to get interviews with the paper, with online publications, with my old college, all these little things which are really starting to snowball. And it's weird, it's overwhelming, because I've never really said any of this stuff out loud, that I thought I was destined for greatness, that I thought I might have some incredible things in store in my life. But now some of those things which I've thought and felt for about as long as I can remember are starting to come to fruition. They're starting to actually happen. And I don't know where the top ends, where the future ends. In some ways, I feel like I've really just started to get going. By most things, I'm young. Entrepreneur life, you can go as long as you are physically able or to have the desire to go. And for both of those, I'm still going strong. I'm able to plant seeds right now for 10 and 20 year predictions and things like that. So I can plant a seed now that might not yield fruit financially for 5, 10, 20 years, because I'm that young in the game of entrepreneurship, of business life. And it's a lot to think about. It's a lot to realize, and it's flattering, it's gratifying, it's overwhelming. In some ways, I feel guilty. I feel like an arrogant D-bag by even saying these things out loud. Maybe it's easier to say it to a phone, to a person I don't know personally, that it's actually the case. I don't know. But it's a lot processing through my head, because these things are all starting to happen. And I think that the reality of my life is just beginning to catch up with what I've always kind of thought would happen in my life, even from when I was a young child. And that is today's topic on Car Talk. Tyler Douthit.